Hey, Carlos, if you just give your overall takeaways about the win tonight.
Well, that was a good performance by the team. I believe the group is getting a good rhythm. Last three matches, I think we have a good performance as a team. We play more together, more with the ball, without the ball. Now we defend, especially at the end, happened in Loudon, happened tonight. We defend a lot with possession, with the ball. Tonight we have a sloppy second half, but I was pleased that when we were playing our worst, at that moment of the game, we scored the second goal with Nicky. So that's something that I'm very pleased. Even if you don't get in the rhythm of the game, we'll be able to pull it up with that goal.
Kind of set the tone in that second half early. They get that goal early in the second half, kind of set the tone for the rest. You mentioned sloppy, but overall, 2 weeks, 2 wins, and 6 points. So that's what's important at the end of the day, especially in a packed Western Conference like you're seeing right now. So how would you evaluate your team these last 2 weeks?
Pretty good, pretty good. Still room to improve out there, but I think that we continue working. But I'm very pleased because we were able to score 8 goals in 2 games. That's something that we were asking as a coach. We were asking the previous games that we create the chances, but we didn't score that many goals. Every game was 1 or 2 maximum. But in 2 games we scored 8 goals and could be more goals tonight. And I'm very pleased with that. So happy with the last 2 games. Even if we lost against New Mexico, I was happy with the performance of the guys with a man down. So we continue working like that, playing like that. I think we're gonna be a tough team at the end of the season.
Whenever you're winning these matches like this, especially as I said against an Orange County team that is desperate for points, just like everybody else right now is desperate for points, you hold them to no points tonight. How important is that?
Yeah, it's really important because it's a direct opponent on the table, and the table is so tight right now. As I say before, you win one game, you move to 8th place. You lose one game, you move to 8th place. You win one, you move to 3rd or 2nd, basically. So right now, that one is really important for us, especially at home. Since Tampa Bay in July, we didn't provide a win to our fans, to our city. So tonight was special because that.
And you had Richard in net tonight again for the second consecutive week. What went into that decision to put him back in, and how would you evaluate his performance?
Performance was really good. The last 2 weeks it's been good. That's the only reason I decided to play Richard. The competition between the goalkeepers has been pretty good. So it's week to week that we evaluate their performance, and then we decide who's going to start during the weekend.
Do you see yourself kind of making the switch back depending on the opponent, or would you just keep him in net, or do you take that game by game?
No, game by game. So this depends who's available. Also, we have guys who are coming back from injury. Let's see how they come back. They come back in form, in a good rhythm, and if they decide to play, whether it's starting or second half.
And lastly, another tough one next weekend. Again, it is here at home. So how can you learn and grow from these past 2 weeks in order to get those 3 points again?
Well, it's our home, our fans, our stadium. So we had to set the tone. Not let the other team come here and control the game. We had to be in control of the game. We're playing a team who is desperate for points in the other conference. But those teams are really, really dangerous. They kind of at the bottom of the table. They're stable. So they're looking for points, especially away. So we had to, from kickoff, we had to be ready. We had to set the tone. We had to control. We had to create the chances and try to win the game early on the game.
As you alluded to at one point in there, it had been a while since you guys had gotten a win at home. That was obviously kind of one of the narratives over the last couple of months. And you've talked about how it might even just be something mental. So what was it that finally broke that streak tonight that got you guys the win? Was it just the performance, or do you think there was something the guys had mentally that clicked tonight that allowed you to do this?
Yeah, I think it's mentally because games that we lost here at home, we went over those games, and it's not like the other team dominate the games, control the games. Sometimes we were having good moments and out of the sudden we make a mistake and give up the 3 points. So we need to get rid of those mistakes individually, and then also to believe that when we play as a team, we can play any team in this league. I think New Mexico game was a good starting point to start believing. That's a good team, a team who normally put more than 500 passes per game, and we kept New Mexico around 300 in that game with a man down. It was good. So as I say, even if we don't get the 3 points, we lost the game, but the performance with a man down was really good, and those guys believe when we play 11v11, we can go anywhere or play at home or away and play face to face with any team here.
And obviously, last weekend was big, just ending the winless streak there, getting that first win in a couple months. But then was tonight maybe also almost equally as important because you proved that, okay, last week wasn't just a fluke. We can win consecutive matches. We can do it against 11 men. In some senses, was this win just as important, perhaps?
Yeah, tonight was important just because the home game. As I said, last time we won a game here at Toyota Field was early July against Tampa, which almost 2.5 months ago. So I think our friends deserve more wins. We had to get used to win at home, and then we've been pretty good away. So if we do our job at home and collect points away, we were fighting for the top of the table at this point.
What does the result say about the character and effort from the team?
Well, they're showing a good character. As I say, the second goal came with we weren't having a good game, and we scored the second goal. Then Orange County scored one, tried to come back on the game, and then right away we went and scored the third one. So we never panicked. We never changed the way we played, the way we planned the game. So even last minute, with 9 minutes extra time, and we have a lot of possession in those 9 minutes instead of kicking the ball and kicking the ball and back. We moved the ball pretty well. We controlled the game in those 9 minutes.